Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Sky Factory 3 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Last episode I said that we were done with our basic refined storage for now, but I was sadly mistaken as I quickly discovered that the 1K storage disk that we built when we were just sort of pre-building everything here is not sufficient to hold much. It's basically only holding 1,000 items. So I was not really thinking when I said that we were done for the moment. Before we move on to wirelessly moving items into our storage, we are going to need to make ourselves a much better storage system. Now to do that, we are going to today build a 64K storage disk. Now I've gone and I've pre-built the majority of these items. Now to get up here, now we've got storage disks for items as well as fluid storage disks. Right now we're just going to focus on a regular item storage disk. And there's a lot of things we got to build to get up to that point. To start, we're going to need the 1K storage parts. I guess this is a tiered item where very similar to like the solar panels, where you have to build from smaller ones up. So it does become very resource heavy, especially on the early level items. So for the 1K storage parts, I did a little bit of math. We're going to need 27 of these. I've already built 26 of them. So to get a 1K storage part, you're going to need 4 silicone, 3 glass, 1 redstone, and 1 quartz enriched iron. So we're going to take that. I'm just going to throw it right up here into our crafting grid that's going back into our storage for our next item, which is the 4K storage part. Now we should need about 9 of these. I've already pre-built 8. So the 4K storage part is 4 basic processors, 3 of the 1K storage parts, 1 redstone, and 1 quartz enriched iron. So we're going to take that one, throw that up in there. Next up is the 16K storage part. We are going to need 3 of these. I've already pre-built 2. Each one of these is going to be 4 improved processors, 3 4K storage parts, 1 redstone, and 1 quartz enriched iron. We'll plop that back into the crafting grid. And last but certainly not least is the 64K storage part. Now to get this, we are going to need 4 advanced processors, 3 16K storage parts, redstone, and that quartz enriched iron again. So we're going to take that out and throw that back up into our crafting grid. Now we can actually build our storage disk. Now the storage disks are very, very similar for each one. The only difference is the storage part that goes in the middle. So to get the 64K storage disk, we are going to need 3 quartz enriched iron, 3 redstone, 2 glass, and that 64K storage part. Now, 64,000 is an awful lot of items. It basically is, it's going to take us a little bit of while to, I guess it's 64 of the 1K storage disks. So I mean, there's definitely some space savings by going with the bigger one rather than a bunch of smaller ones. I'm going to keep this one in here for now, but you can see I've got 1% full on my 65K. So I've got a lot of work to do. I will be next episode working on the wireless item transfer. I guess this is a little bit of a quick one. I'm not too sure. I guess I didn't really demo off the crafting grid very much. I'm going to throw a couple of these items up here that I had to take out because I was running out of space. One thing I didn't cover was the improved processor, the regular processor, and the advanced processor. All right, so cutting ways back. So we didn't really go over it while I was building them, but we basically used the 3 basic processors, the basic processor, the improved processor, and the advanced processor. Now all of those are built using the printed versions of these. So this was iron in a furnace or in the solderer, gold in a furnace or a solderer, and then diamond in a furnace or a solderer. The recipe for each of these would have been the printed version, a redstone, and a printed silicon. In the solderer was going to get you that finished processor, and that's what we used to make the storage disks that we did. So that's it for this one, guys. Again, this is JackleWolf. It's been my 5 minutes. That's how I did it, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.